Hey guys, it's Izzy here with the bad lighting. So this is Vlogmas vlog 6, maybe, I'm not sure. So today we are going to be sorting through my books. I'm going to show you all the stack of books in a minute. But this is going to be a video that is like not edited or anything, because I feel bad about getting videos out late and not vlogging. And the winter solstice has me off this weekend. I had a really bad day yesterday. I was just really emotional and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So then, if y'all are wondering like why there is a trash bag and all that there, that is stuff that I plan on taking to Goodwill eventually. But I just haven't got to it. But all that stuff back there is stuff that I am donating. So that's fun. So here is our huge stack of books. We have all of these. And then there's little stacks right there. And we are just going to sort them. I do this like every 6 months, so we did it in June, and y'all did enjoy that video. I have a lot of comments on there, so we are doing that again, but we're not doing it as an ASMR video. We're just doing this as like a chit chat video. So I don't have a ton of floor room, so I may have to move my studio lights. The umbrella things are studio lights, and then this is my tripod that the camera would usually be sitting on, but just for what we're doing today, it's better to have the camera sitting on the shelf. You're sitting on Great Expectations and the Odyssey. So I'm going to get these little books, the small ones first, and they would be like on the top of our stack. And I'm going to say what books we have. So we have Through the Looking Glass, which is by Lewis Carroll. I'm not sure. Miss Alice in Wonderland. We have All the King's Men by Robert Penn Warren. So starting out with two classics. So we are measuring them. We have The Red Queen by Victoria Avard. So let's see if it is the same size. It is. We have Molly's Game by Molly Bloom. Yep, same size. We have Glorious by Jeff Gunn, which I think this one's going to be bigger. Yep, it is bigger. So the bigger books go on the bottom of the stack. So then we have The Dry by Jane Harper. So this one does... We'll put them at the same size. Then we have Girl in the Blue Coat by Monica Hess, and I have an autographed copy of that. I actually got this on Book Outlet, so I was shocked that it was a signed copy. So that was pretty cool to get. And all these books I have not read. So then we have Space Opera by Catherine M. Valente, and I really want to read this. It's like, there's like glam rock, and it's in space, and it's like Eurovision, but it's like different planets instead of different European countries. So I think that sounds like a lot of fun. So I'm gonna move to, no, we'll do the stack first, and then I'm gonna move to, I have books back there that I don't know. Yeah, y'all can see that stack. So this one is obviously our smallest. This is a pretty large book. So then we have, oh, I didn't say names. So The First King of Shannara by Terry Brooks. And apparently this is an MTV show. My friend Sarah told me that. I didn't know it was a TV show, so yeah. So then we have Nottingham, No King, No Rules by Nathan Mackayark, I'm not sure. And that is obviously way bigger than Space Opera. So then we have 11/22/63. I'm not sure how to say the title, but by Stephen King. So is it bigger than Nottingham? No, it is smaller. But is it? It is bigger than Space Opera. And we're doing it by height, not by I don't know what to consider that. So then we have The Dirt by Motley Crue, and probably somebody else, I'm not sure. Well, Neil Strauss, I don't know who that is, but that's their Ghost Rider. Okay, so this goes between the Stephen King and Nottingham. So then we have Into the Black. This is the inside story of Metallica from 1991 to 2014 by Paul Brannigan and Ian Winwood. So a non-fiction, and that is bigger than The Dirt, is it, but smaller than Nottingham. So then we have Dawn of Empire, a novel by Sam Baroun. It's pretty big, but still smaller than Nottingham. So my book of the month books are usually the biggest ones. So then we have a book that is set in the 1980s in New York City, and that is The House of Impossible Beauties by Joseph Cassara. So another book that I really want to get to because the 80s and New York. I'm loving the New York setting right now, probably because I've been listening to Kiss and listening to New York Groove every single day of my life. Yeah, so then we have Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. So this book looks about that size, smaller, but it's bigger than space opera, so that goes there. And then we're gonna push these and put that right there. So then we have Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey, and this is actually, I think, that's not the writer's name. It's Daniel Abram, and I don't know if there's another person. I don't know if it's 2 writers or just one. I don't remember. So it's smaller than The House of Impossible Beauties. How about Into the Black? Smaller. Now let's do it with the dirt. Yep, it's about the same size as the dirt. So yeah, again, my book of the month books are usually the biggest. So this is Fate of the Falling by Kel Cade. So compared to Nottingham, yep, they're about the same size. Then we have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, which won, it's one, I don't remember if it was fantasy or what. So my A Clash of Kings isn't going to go on this shelf just because it goes on my Game of Thrones shelf, so that needs to go in a different room. It shouldn't even be in here. So then we have When Lulu Was Hot by Sandra Hill. So this is pretty small, so yeah, about the same size as Molly Bloom's book. Graphic novel doesn't go in here, but this is Glow versus Star Primus, which is one of my favorite shows. It's on Netflix. So we had the sequel to Girls of Paper and Fire, and that is Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Nagan. And let's see. Okay. Maybe a little shorter than that. Yep, it's about the same size as Into the Black. So our next one is Winter Wood, and this is by Shay Aaronshaw. It's pretty small. Still bigger than Space Opera, so what about Anna Karenina? Bigger than that, so let's put it next to Stephen King. But way smaller than that, so, but is it, I'm gonna put it with Anna Karenina. We have Frog Music by Emma Donoghue. This book is huge because on Amazon they sent me the big word edition. I don't know what to call that. It just says huge. Oh, it says large print edition. So yep, it's about the same size as the book of the month. We have Lynn Kelly's book, Song for a Well, which is a middle grade novel, but I've heard it has a really good message, and it's about the same size as Winterwood. So really small book here, Hadrian's Wall by Adrian Goldsworthy, so smaller than that. Okay, so we're gonna push the First King of Sonara. So then we have The Lost City of Z by David Gran, not Graham. It's a movie that came out recently. I have not seen it. I don't know who's in the movie. I don't know if it's more of a documentary or if it's, I don't know, if it's like, dramatized. So I'm going back here to get a stack of books. This umbrella light, this one over here, is really bad. It's always falling. And I need to fix it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the umbrella part off for right now, and then I'll put it back in when I'm filming on Tuesday. It just doesn't stay up. It doesn't stand upright. And it's really annoying. So we're gonna move that over here. I'm only scared that things are gonna cut me because they're really sharp, but I'm not. But yeah, because I had one of those light bulbs break recently because I was taking these lights down, and it was that side. But okay, so these this is Tess. I don't know how to say the full name, but They're usually my smallest, but that is not the case today. Yeah, so we're gonna put it in that section. So then we have the Rise and Fall of, and that was by Thomas Hardy. So then we have the Rise and Fall of the Dinosaurs, A New History of Their Lost World by Steve Brissett. This looks pretty large, so we're gonna start in the middle here. Oh, perfect fit with Stephen King. Then we have Ask Again, Yes. So again, this book looks kind of big and height. Okay, it's smaller than that. So girls, is it that size? It's a little taller, but we'll put them together. We have The Princess Bride, the illustrated edition, and this is by William Goldman and illustrated by Michael Manamivable. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. So this is really heavy to let y'all know, that edition. I think I got it. I didn't buy it full price. I know I got it somewhere on some site. Duh. But I don't remember where. I don't know if it was Book Outlet, Book Depository maybe. So then we have one of BookTube's favorite, and that is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. So this looks about middle-sized. It's bigger than that, so let's do Leviathan Wakes. Bigger than that, so to The Princess Bride. Yep, about the same. So we have Stolen Things by R.H. Herron. This is set in, I think, Northern California. We have The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. Not positive on the pronunciation. So this is a pretty tall book. Yep, it fits for those. So another 80s New York, I think, yep, 1980s in New York, white fur. I got this in the clearance section at Barnes & Noble. It smells really good. Yep, about that size. So then we have my book of the month. So this is The Beautiful by Renee Adia, I'm not sure. Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. And it's nice because all the book of the month books are the same size, so I know what stack to put them all in. So then we have The Fountains of Silence by Rusta Sepetys, and apparently this is a YA book. I've been seeing it in the YA section in stores, so that I'm assuming it's YA. Why would they put it there if it wasn't? So then we have If Only I Could Tell You by Hannah Beckerman. And every time I see it on Book of the Month, I try to buy it and I'm like, wait, I already have that. So we're gonna go get that smaller stack over there and start sorting through that. All this is my stuff I use when I sell stuff. My packaging materials and stuff like that. And then some stuff over there, you can't see it, is what I'm going to be wrapping gifts in tomorrow. I'm doing an ASMR completion video for Christmas for you guys. It will be released on Christmas and Christmas Day. I don't remember what day is which, but I think Wednesday's Christmas Day. So on Wednesday, you can expect that. So now we have Clash of Eagles by Alan Smell. I want to call it Clash of Kings every time, but I know it's not called that. and then I want to call it Clash of Titans, but again, it's not called that. Okay, so this goes between those. So we have Kintu. This is it's an Ugandan story. And yeah, the author's name is Jennifer, and then I don't want to mess up her name, so you can see it there. Okay, that is smaller than that. Let's see what this smaller space opera. Let's see the smaller. So Tess. Yep, they're about the same size. So then we have Today We Go Home by Kelly Estes, and this is a Target Club pick. I think that's a new thing. I got this book fairly recently because I saw like a Western looking woman on that side that says Indiana 1861, and apparently she like disguises herself as a man to fight in the Civil War, so like Mulan, but in America in the 1860s. Okay, it fits with space opera. We have The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. So will it fit like in that same stack? Yep. Then we have Life by Keith Richards, my favorite member of the Rolling Stones. He just looks so cool. Then we have a Treason of Thorns. So this should fit over here. Yep, and that is by Laura E. Weymouth. Then we have Prehistory Decoded by Martin Sweatman. I think I learned about this book on Reddit because I'm fascinated by, y'all know the Graham Hancock theory that I talk, Fred, don't be knocking these down. I talk about a lot. But okay, then we have Finding, is it Zaza, how you say it? The Gabars Behind the Legend by Sam Staggs. I saw this book on the Daily Mail. They were doing articles about it, and I thought it sounded cool. So, okay, so we're done with that stack, Fred. We're gonna move over to this little stack right here. So this is a book where I'm not sure how to say the title, but Nas 482, NOS 482 by Joe Hill. And I didn't know if some of it is set in the 80s as well. And I love the 80s so much. Okay, it fits with that book. I don't remember what it was. Was it The Rook? No, Kentu. Okay, then we have The Cheerleaders by Cara Thomas. Ooh, I haven't yet decided what books I'm going to be buying in January yet. What if I did a book buying ban? That would never work out, guys. But I mean, I haven't really bought any books for myself this month. I've received books from friends because Christmas, but I haven't got any for myself. So we have The Essex Serpent by Sarah Perry. Does it fit with The Cheerleaders? It does. We have Appetite for Dysfunction by Vicki Hamilton, and I actually have it personalized. This is my first ever personalized book, and I should be getting one after the holidays, and I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to talk about it in January. But this is I Hope You Enjoy the Ride, Rock On by Vicki Hamilton. So she was the first manager of Guns N' Roses, and she actually manages a band from my state, which I did not know until I followed her on Instagram. So I've been following them. Lovely, the band. And they're going on tour across America, so check them out. But okay, now we have Victoria's Daughters. This is by Gerald M. Packard. And then we have one of my most anticipated books. This was originally written in like German or Italian. I know the author is German, but I think it was originally in Italian. And I need to charge. Okay, so I had to switch cameras, so I'm sorry if I'm blurry or anything. So you're now seeing on Frankenstein. But I was talking about this book, Medici Ascendancy by Matteo Strucco. Really, really excited for that one. So let's see what stack it's going to go in. Right there with Victoria's daughter. I think it was her daughter. So then we have a bunch of Book of the Month. So we know where they go, or the top one's on Book of the Month. But it is City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. This one is set in New York. And I can't see myself now, so I'm kind of like freaked out. But this is set in New York. And that's what I want to be reading. I haven't read in a week, guys. I think I'm going to go read some of Harry Potter after I film this video. But who the hell knows? Okay, we have Well Met by Jen DeLuca. We have Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. We have When the Sky Fell on Splendor by Emily Henry. And then we have The Girl the Sea Gave Back by Adrienne Young. And I don't think y'all can see that. So now we're going to our really big stack that falls on me all the time when I try to get books out from under it. Mainly Dave Mustaine's book, because I always want to talk about it and look at the pictures in it, but I just haven't got it out lately because, as I said, I had an incident where all these books fell on me and they drew blood on my arm. It was not a fun experience. So we're just going to get a little bit at a time. And Fred, can you please move? You're filming the video now? Fred loves to read. It's always with me when I'm reading. He loves to be read too. But I mean, I do too. It's like ASMR. But okay, so we have another one of my most anticipated books, and that is The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin. So let's see if it's bigger than that. So let's see, does it fit with Keith? He's messing with that umbrella over there. So I was like, what is happening? And that's what was happening. So we have You by Caroline Kepnes. I think the season 2 or season 3 of this came out recently. There's a TV show for it. with Dan from Gossip Girl, which I've only seen like 2 seasons of Gossip Girl. It's just not what I don't know why I didn't catch my attention too much. But we have Tudor, Passion, Manipulation, Murder, the story of England's most notorious royal family by Leanda de Lisle. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Okay, does it go in this stack? With you, it does. We have Mary Queen of Scots by John Guy with my girl Margot Robbie on the cover. She played Elizabeth I, yeah, she looks like Elizabeth I, and the other one, I can't pronounce that actress's name. Saoirse Ronan, I'm not sure. There's no T in that, so I don't know why I said it like that, but y'all know. So then we have a book by an author who is from my state, or she lives in my state, and that is The Lost Queen by Signe Pike. So does it fit in that same stack? It does. So then we have The Last Wish, which I really need to get to this book, and it is Introducing the Witcher by Andrzej Sapkowski. This is the first book in the Witcher series, and it is, I think it's when there's multiple short stories in it, but you should read this before you read the other books. But The Witcher just came out, and I know everybody has hots for Henry Cavill right now. He is a very attractive man, so I cannot wait to watch that, but I have to read this before I watch it. So then we have The Key to Happily Ever After by Tiff Marcello, set in one of my favorite cities, and that is Washington, D.C. I used to hate D.C., and then I've been going every year now, and I love it there, and I kind of would want to live there, but at the same time, maybe not. So then we have The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. He's not knocked down my whiteboard. Fred is getting into trouble. This is about to block the camera, y'all. We may have to make 2 stacks for that, pal. So then we have The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. I'm not certain on how to say her name. So yeah, we're about to make 2 stacks for that, pal, because it is getting too high. So we're gonna move this. Almost dropped them to right here. And then we're gonna move those down to right there. Okay, then we have Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. So let's see, does that fit? Yep. Then we have The Tiger's Daughter, which I thought was adult fantasy, but apparently it's not. And this is by K. Arsenal Riviera. Because I thought if it's in the fantasy section, then it's adult, and the YA fantasy would be in the YA section, but apparently that is not how it works at Barnes & Noble. So let's get another set of books over here. Yeah, and as I said, I have not read any of these books. This is all the books that I have not read that I own. Okay. I know, my sitting position really awkward. So we have To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, which is my grandma's favorite book. Then we have In the Hands of the Great Spirit, The 20,000-Year History of American Indians by Jake Page. At the time I bought this, I did not know that I had Native American ancestry, so I cannot wait to read this. So I am part Cherokee, and I don't know if Powhatan is still around, but I did have ancestors who were in that tribe in Virginia. And the Cherokee was in Virginia as well, but in northern Virginia near D.C. What are you doing? You're sitting on SpongeBob. Okay. So then we have Times Convert by Deborah Harkness. Does that fit there? It does. You see that stack? This must be like the normal size for books, the average size. So we have Spellbook of the Lost and Found by Mariah Foley Doyle. So does it fit in that stack? It is taller, so at least we're getting somewhere here. Okay. Then we have Shatter the Sky by Rebecca Kim Wells. So I know I got that in a subscription box, so it will go in that stack. We have, I love this cover. It is The Candle and the Flame by Nafisa Azad. Again, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I can barely pronounce English. So then we have Severance by Ling Ma. What are you doing? He has plastic, which if he gets sick in the background of this video, that will not be good. Yeah, that would be really gross. I don't know what I would do. Don't be chewing on that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Set those down. So we have Dave Mustaine's book, which is just called Mustaine. And I do not think this cover looks like him. I think it looks kind of like Robert Plant, to be honest. But I've been meaning to look in this, but it's been sitting up there, so I can't. I've read David Ellison's book, but I have not read Dave Mustaine's book, but I do plan on it. And his book fits with Vicky Hamilton. So then we have The Cajuns, Americanization of a People by Shane K. Bernard. And does that fit with Dave's book? It does. Then we have Stranger Things and the 80s, The Complete Retro Guide by Joseph Vogel. I'm not sure. Does that fit with those? It does. And then we have The Prince of Tides by Pat Conroy. And let's see what stack it fits in. Oh my gosh, it's raining here. So, yeah. We have Le Morte de Arthur, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table by Sir Thomas Mallory. A really cool edition of that classic. Now that is a real classic, thousands of years old. That is definitely a classic. It's ancient. So let's see. Right there with the Medici. We have another King Arthur kind of book, and that is The Mist of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. So will they fit with King Arthur? Yep. And then we have Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. Another classic, and it fits with King Arthur. So we're getting closer to the end of this part of the video, and then we're going to do something different. So all these are hardbacks. Then we have a book called Tiger's Curse by Colleen Huck. I'm not positive. I did not steal it from a library. I don't think I did. I bought it on eBay, so maybe that person stole it. So then we have The Crown Conspiracy by Michael J. Sullivan. And that fits right there. We have Fury Born. I got this on Black Friday. No, not Black Friday. On Amazon Prime Day. And this is by Claire Legrand. I think it's not fit with Strength of Dreamer. Yep. We have Falling Kingdoms, which I've heard the audiobook sounds like Jon Snow or Kit Harington. And this is by Morgan Rhodes. Fits with Fury Born. We have The 7 or 8 Deaths of Stella Fortuna by Juliette Grimes. So is it going to fit with those? Yep. We have a book by Jennifer Weiner, and that is Mrs. Everything. Another book I'm super excited to read. We have another Pat Conroy, and that is South of Broad, which I love this cover. But I've not read anything by him. I have a ton of books by him, but I've not read any of them. It's bigger than that, so it is going. So I'm going to make a second stack for these like Book of the Month books. And the majority of the books left are Book of the Month books, to let y'all know. Okay. So we have, I was talking about Graham Hancock earlier, and that is America Before. The Key to Earth's Lost Civilization. I got this in Baltimore, so I'd never seen one of his books before, and I was like, have to have it. So back to our Book of the Months. We have 30 Women. This is by Lisa Taddeo. I'm sorry my nose is running. I don't know why it is. It happens when I talk a lot. So we have The Downstairs Girl by Stacey Lee. We have Wicked Fox by Kat Chow. We have Tyrant by Christian Cameron. We have Dominicana by Angie Cruz. Y'all know the camera had to cut me off because it's rude. So we're going to take these books and put them back over here. And I'm going to show y'all what it looks like once we're done. Okay, I need to push that one in. So hopefully I'm getting a bookshelf for Christmas. That would be fantastic. That's like what I want most in this world. So we're taking all these book of the month books and squeezing them in here. And I go up as high as my poster up there goes. My Game of Thrones poster. I know you can't see me, but you can hear me, so that's what matters. I don't look great today. I'm just in pajamas. I literally woke up at 5 p.m. As I said, I did not have a good day yesterday, so I did not want to sleep. I was not in a good headspace. We have the beautiful white fur, the Immortal Life of Henrietta Locks, frog music. I know, I didn't do all these book of the months in order, but it's okay. We have Ninth House, Fate of the Fallen, Nottingham. So, going back in your view, guys. And in these books, we have City of Girls. I don't know when this takes place. I see 1940, but I think it's like kind of like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and she's like telling her story later on in life when she's old. And we have Stolen Things by R.H. Herron. I have my phone sitting right there and I had notifications what I was looking at. The House of Impossible Beauties. Dawn of Empire. Mrs. Everything. I think that's set in Detroit. Stella Fortuna. Apparently it's bad to stack your books like this. I don't know. But we have Fallen Kingdoms. Furyborn. Strange the Dreamer. Standing up now. We're getting close to the end of this pile. I'm so scared of these falling over. The Princess Bride. Ask Again, Yes. Girls of Storm and Shadow. And Into the Black. Okay, so it looks like maybe 2 or 3 more books can fit. The Crown Conspiracy. Tiger's Curse. I don't know if that'll stay up. Gone with the Wind. And yeah, those 2 are sliding off. So we're gonna put these, and we're gonna have a smaller stack. See, this book is like slippery because it has the dust jacket thing on it. But we're gonna put these like in the smaller stack, right in front of that stack. So we have Tiger's Curse. The Mist of Avalon. King Arthur. Medici. Victoria's Daughters. Leviathan Wakes. The Dirt. The Prince of Tides. Stranger Things in the 80s. The Cajuns. Mustaine. Appetite for Dysfunction. The Rise and Fall of the Dinosaurs. 11/22/63. Severance. The Candle in the Flame. Shatter the Sky. Spellbook of the Lost and Found. The Essex Serpent. The Cheerleaders. Oh, this is how big my TBR is. Finding Zaza. Prehistory Decoded. Treason of Thorns. Song for a Well, Winter Wood, Anna Karina, Times Convert, 2 Penguin books in a row, Into the Hands of the Great Spirit, To Kill a Mockingbird. I was talking about Baltimore and I'm wearing a Baltimore hoodie. That's cool. The Tiger's Daughter, Life After Life. Yup, all these books fell because this isn't my bedroom and I would hear this. I would think somebody was breaking in, but okay. The Wedding Date. The Forgotten Garden that I got in Baltimore. I got these in Maryland, I don't stay in Baltimore, but I stay outside. So that's what I mean. I got this in Maryland as well, and it is The Key to Happily Ever After. There's vlogs where I get these, if you're curious. I vlogged my last time in Baltimore. Have I vlogged every time in Baltimore recently? I don't know. So we have The Last Wish, The Lost Queen, and that's all we're going to do for that stack, because I can tell that they're starting to lean forward. So then we have Mary Queen of Scots, Tudor, You, The Immortals, Life, The Rook, Today We Go Home, Space Opera, Girl in the Blue Coat, The Dry, Glorious, Nas 42, Into, Test, The Lost City of Z, When Lulu Was Hot, Molly's Game, Red Queen, All the King's Men, and Through the Looking Glass, Clash of Eagles, Hadrian's Wall, which that Hadrian's Wall is bigger, and then The First King of Shannara. So we got all of those books sorted. So here we go from the bottom, and then we have a second stack, and then we have the bigger stack. So if you're wondering why I do this, it's for when I get a book off the shelf to read, then I go and I get the smallest book and we'll put it on the shelf. So we need to put all these books back, actually, because that's what I was using as my tripod, and there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye, guys.